What is the price of success? Does it have to cost your soul? Do you have to lose all enjoyment out of life in order to be successful? You know, all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. Is that true? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. I'm going to be reading you an Instagram DM that I got from someone who's struggling, a young man who's struggling. He's achieving success, but he feels like he's losing his life because of it. He's losing his enjoyment out of life, and I'm going to share my experience with that and answer the question, is this the price that you have to pay? I'm John from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you how to be a man, how to build your financial independence, how to get the physique that you want, get the girls that you want, and go from the victim mindset to what I call the Bulldog mindset. If that sounds like something that you want to do with your life, click that subscribe button, join us on this quest, and become a Bulldog. He says, "Hi John, I've been following you for several years now before the Bulldog mindset days. I love what you stand for and admire your story." Well, thank you. All right, I got a question for you, which I'd appreciate if you could spare some time to answer. I'm 23 and just gotten into a decent place in life. 4 years ago, I was in a shitty situation, no degree, and working customer service for minimum wage. I started to educate myself about money management and also taught myself web development. I sacrificed everything to get where I wanted to be, and I actually did it. I'm now on a very good wage and also working on a startup. Here's my confusion. I'm an obsessive person when it comes to putting my mind to something. I've spent the last 4 years focusing on nothing but being successful. I feel now like I don't know how to enjoy myself anymore. I no longer work out enough, as I feel guilty that I should instead be spending that time to become even more successful. Have you ever experienced this? I've definitely experienced this. Okay, it's a common problem. All right, you shouldn't feel like this is a unique problem to yourself. Okay, this is something that you're going to go through, and I've gone through this multiple times. Right, I have been in super hard work, bust my ass, but in fact, there was a period of time on this YouTube channel where I talked about this, where I was trying to figure out this thing, where I was like, you know what? I've broken myself in some way. In fact, I was telling people, I was like, you know, I have broken myself. I don't know how to enjoy life anymore. I don't even know what I want to do. I don't even know what makes me happy anymore. I worked so hard and I was a robot for such a long time that I feel like I lost my life. You don't have to pay this price for success, okay? It's just a trap that we fall into. All right, there's some solutions that I have for this, for you, okay? I can tell you how I came out of this and how I figured out things and how I'm even now able to work and achieve a lot of success and be extremely productive, but still enjoy my life and still find enjoyment out of it. Time box productive activities. So right now, I am working on a Pomodoro timer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a video on how I plan my week. You can check out the video here. It's one of my more popular videos. I also have a link in the description below. And what I've done is I have so many Pomodoros that I do per day. Right now it's 10 per day. Again, I do typically 4 to 6 on weekends. I don't touch social media. I don't touch anything, not even email, until I'm done with the work for the day. Wake up in the morning, do 10 Pomodoros. That's what I've been on. That's been my routine for the last at least month or so. It's been really, really good. And during the breaks, I just read, okay? Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because back before I started doing the Pomodoro technique, and I fell off this for a while, and I paid the price. What I would do is what most of you do is you either create like a to-do list or you just work and work and work, okay? And you just feel like you always got to be working. You can't play a video game, you can't hang out with friends, you can't do anything, even sometimes working out, because you feel like you should be working towards success, okay? You should be putting in the work. And so it's never ending, okay? And so you never have any time to enjoy yourself, all right? And you can kind of sit at your desk and sometimes not even be very productive, but you feel like you're working. You should be there working, right? So a lot of times you end up wasting time while you should be actually doing something because you feel like you should be there. What you need to do is time box activities. So when I started doing the Pomodoro technique and planning things out, when I said I'm going to do 10 Pomodoro a day, all right, what happened, the benefit of that was that I stopped looking at the to-do list and saying I need to get these tasks done, okay? Or I stopped just working incessantly, all right? Instead, what I said was, okay, today my goal is to work for 10 Pomodoro, right? That's 5 basic work hours of focused, uninterrupted work. Okay, that's really actually difficult to do. All right, or maybe it's more. At some points I did 12 or 14. Right, I know some of you are doing amazing. Like someone said they're doing 20. I find that a little difficult to believe, but I'll take your word for it. That's insane. Okay, you might not be able to keep that up for a long time, but regardless, the point is that you've time boxed it. Let's take today, right? I'm on like Pomodoro 7 or 8 or something like that, and when I hit 10, I'm done. All right, I don't have to do any more work. I feel good about it. Now, I may at some point, maybe later in the evening, I just feel like doing some work, but I'll enjoy it, right? I'll only do it if I feel like it. If I feel like that'd be more fun. Like last night, I was doing some Pomodoros. I felt like it was more fun than playing a video game because I was gonna play a video game. Take time for leisure that's planned. You know, if you're doing the first thing of time boxing activities, you're gonna have some time left over, and that's great. Now, schedule something, right? So I was playing some video games, right? I started doing this recently as I'm adding this, right? And I'm saying, okay, now in the evening for an hour, I want to play a video game. So I'm doing that every day, and I'm planning that time out, or I'm planning some time with friends, or I'm planning some time for a trip, and I've got that planned out so that it's not just happening. Or if I want to watch a movie or something like that, I'm planning that time out, and I'm taking that time specifically, just like I'm setting the time boxing and creating the Pomodoros to do work, because I want to set aside that time. So that I have it, and it's part of the plan, it's part of the schedule. Enjoy your work, love it. So one of the things that, you know, it doesn't have to cost yourself. You don't have to lose your enjoyment out of life, but you will if, and I've made this mistake before, if what you're doing is you're making your work work. Okay, I'm recording this video right now. I'm doing this work. I have to remind myself while I'm doing this. Right, I was typing up book chapters last night. And I had to remind myself, this is fun. I enjoy it. Like, I'm pursuing the challenge here. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing, man. I'm doing the fucking thing. Doing the fucking thing, right? This is what I tell myself is, I'm doing this shit. All right? This is great. I'm pouring myself 100% into this. I am not just doing it to get it done. I'm doing it because it is life. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm spending my time on doing. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing, it matters how I'm doing it, okay? I am mopping the floor the best way that I can, taking very careful account of my work to make it my best, to pour my heart and soul into it. And if you start working that way, then all of these things, like, it's not just to get to the end, it's not just to get to the goal, it's because this is the thing, this is the passion. In every moment of your life, you know, you have to remind yourself of this, and I'm guilty of it, of not doing this from time to time, but every moment of your life can be enjoyable. It can be the fun. That is the enjoyment. I don't believe in the work-life balance. I believe that work and life, they're merged, they're the same thing. And you just have the separation in your mind that some things are fun and some things aren't. All right, I mean, playing a challenging video game, since we talked about that example, it's hard. It's challenging. It's not easy. Okay, there's difficulty in doing that, and so, but we enjoy that, right? Just, you know, it's in fact harder than a lot of the work that we do. We just make that choice, right? So you have to live in the moment and live and enjoy your work. Reward yourself for milestones. Okay, as you make progress on things, give yourself rewards. I do this all the time now. As I say, well, when you get this done, or when you accomplish this particular goal, or do this thing, you're going to go and you're going to get this. You're going to get this reward, right? And you got to reward yourself so you have something to look forward to that motivates you, that pushes you forward, that gives you that enjoyment that you feel like you deserve, that you feel like you can enjoy. When it's just a blur, when you're just trying to work really hard and you haven't organized things like I've talked about in this video, you always feel guilty like you should be working, and that's how you lose your enjoyment. And I fell into this trap. I want you to take the Bulldog quiz to see what your Bulldog mindset score is. I want to know it, and I've got some information that will help you. If you like this video, you're gonna find the information that I have for you in that. Very, very useful. What is the price of success? Does it cost your soul? Do you believe that's true? All right, I'll talk to you next time. Take care.